Welcome to our channel where we bring you thrilling episodes, dramatic stories, and heart-pounding developments every second. Each episode, each plot is told with depth and appeal, so that you not only watch but also feel the full tension of the story. And today, we will take you to one of the darkest and most haunting moments of Beyond the Gates, where love, trust, and betrayal intertwine, leading to an irreversible chain of tragedy. Doug, a man who lives a quiet but steadfast life, has long viewed his love for Vanessa as a beacon of light in the storms of life. In Fairmont Crest, where ambition, trickery, and betrayal exist like daily breath, Vanessa is Doug's only place of peace. From her eyes, her smile to her every word, everything was a source of strength to help him overcome difficult days. He believed that no matter how the world changed, the feelings between them would remain intact. But everything changed completely on a seemingly normal evening, when Doug returned home earlier than expected. The door opened, and before his eyes was a scene that even in his worst nightmares he never thought he would see. Vanessa, the person he loved so much, was lying in Joey's arms, the person who had been his friend, the person he trusted as himself. The room was so quiet that Doug could hear his heart beating wildly, blending with the rising pain. The gentle yellow light suddenly turned into a harsh light, exposing every act of betrayal. Without an explanation, that image was enough to shatter everything he had ever believed in. In that moment, Doug did not get angry, did not fight or scream. He just stood there, eyes looking straight ahead, then quietly turned and walked away. But in his eyes, the light of faith had gone out, replaced by a deep darkness, a darkness that carried a deadly warning. That night, Doug did not sleep. He sat alone, in the dark room, listening to the clock ticking as if counting down to something inevitable. In the following days, he transformed into a different person. No one recognized the quiet but gentle Doug of the past. His silence now contained an invisible threat. He watched Vanessa's every move, not missing a single detail. Whether at the market, in the coffee shop, or simply stepping out of the house, she felt like someone was watching. Doug observed, remembered, calculated, waited. As the days passed, his eyes grew colder, and a dark plan began to take shape in his heart. Then the moment came. Late one night, Fairmont Crest was quiet, the streets empty except for the cold wind blowing through the trees. Vanessa was alone in the house, unaware that a real storm was approaching. Doug walked in, slamming the door, the sound echoing through the house like a death knell. The atmosphere became heavy, each breath felt like a choke. He approached, step by step, his eyes never leaving her. The confrontation began. Doug asked a series of questions, his voice low but full of weight. Vanessa tried to justify herself, tried to use words to explain and calm her anger, but to Doug, each word was like adding fuel to the fire burning inside. The anger that had been accumulating for so long seemed to explode, overwhelming all reason. In a moment of loss, he lunged forward, shoving Vanessa to the floor. There was a loud crash, followed by the shattering of the lamp, the light extinguished, leaving a thick darkness. And in that darkness, everything happened too fast for regret. Then silence. A silence so heavy it was suffocating. Doug stood still, his hands shaking, looking down at the lifeless body before him. The truth hit him like a cold stone: Vanessa was dead. No more breathing, no more warmth. The woman he had loved more than anything was gone forever. And ironically, he was the one who had ended her life. The shock left Doug's mind empty. All emotions vanished, leaving only a deep darkness swirling, consuming him. But in the midst of that darkness, a cold thought began to form, clear as if carved in stone: it wasn't over yet. Vanessa's death is just the beginning of a vicious revenge plot. Joey, the man who betrayed his friendship and stole his happiness, will be next. And Doug knows that when the time comes, nothing will stop him. The story doesn't end here. What lies ahead is darker, more dangerous, and will drag everyone into an inescapable spiral. Stay tuned to find out what happens when Doug crosses the final line. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the most dramatic developments.